Hey guys, welcome to my Showgirl Stage Makeup tutorial. Today we're going to learn this basic Showgirl Stage makeup that is the same makeup that I was taught when I went to my first Las Vegas show. And with a few small variations, I've been using it for the last 10 years in Macau, in Paris, all over the world. It's the same basic look. And today we're going to do it exactly the way that I do it when I sit down in my dressing room and start getting ready for a show. We're gonna keep it simple. We're gonna keep it affordable because I know not everybody has a $200 budget for makeup. There's no need to run to MAC. All of the products we're gonna use are probably already in your makeup bag. And if not, they're easy to find at a low price at pretty much any store. And we're also gonna keep it quick because if you're in a show 6 days a week, you don't have 3 hours for like the dab every day. Normally this takes me about 25 minutes, but I have done it in as little as 10 because I was running really irresponsibly late for the show. Anyway, if you are a makeup professional and you're watching this, you're probably gonna be slightly horrified by parts of it. I'm gonna use a lot of the sponge brush. I am going to just slap some colors on, but it will come out looking good for the stage. It will come out looking glam, and it will get you out of the dressing room onto the stage where we can do what we really want to do, which is perform. So let's get going and get this on your face. Here's the stuff you're going to need for this look. Pull out your foundation and your sponge and just put a thick coat of foundation all over your whole face. I like to use a foundation that is very opaque, that has a lot of pigment, so it will cover up any little spots, any little freckles that I've got going on. I'm also going to make sure to get the tops of my eyelids because that will really help me out when I'm putting on eyeshadow later. And my neck, because no one wants a neck that is a different color than your face. Next, we're going to do a little bit of shaping and contouring with a highlighter powder, and I'm using the same sponge just to put it on my cheekbones, just above my temple, and also my jawline. These are all places that light naturally hits your face, and you're just going to accent that a little bit with your highlighter powder. I'm also going to do the bridge of my nose and between my eyebrows. Now pull out your old beat up bronzing powder and squish your brush between your fingers to give yourself a nice, easy tool to contour with. I'm going to put my bronzer below all the places that I just put highlighter, so below my cheekbones, on my temple, and below my jawline to give myself a nice, strong jaw. I'm also going to put it on my hairline and use it to contour my nose just a touch. This is the sponge brush that came with my makeup palette, and I'm going to put a white shadow on it, or if you want to use like a cream, any kind of very light colored shadow is going to be okay. I'm going to put it underneath my eyebrows, on my eyelid, and at the inside corner of my eyes. That's going to lift up my brows, and it's also going to give me a nice base for when I start to put more eyeshadow on later. It's time for some eyeliner, so get out your black liquid liner, and you're going to start at the inside corner of your eye and move to the outside, preferably in one stroke of your brush. The more tiny brush strokes you have, the harder it's going to be to get a nice straight line. Also, having a very small, fine brush tip is going to help you here. Then you're going to start about 3/4 of the way outside your eye, or roughly at the edge of your eye cornea, pupil, that thing, the color part. Anyway, draw a diagonal straight line up pointing towards your temple. Make sure to keep the line nice and straight. Then you're going to take a line from the corner of your eye to meet the first line that you did, making a nice little hollow triangle here that you're then going to fill in with your black liquid liner and have a nice little cat eye going on. Look at that. Now you're going to take your black eyeshadow, the more opaque the better, and you're going to apply it in a little half circle right in the crease of your eye, a little bit heavier towards the outside of your eye. If you opened your eyes while your eyeliner was still wet, like I did in this video and got a little special line over there, it's totally fine. We're going to apply a lot of color from this point on, so it's going to be pretty forgiving. Now take your eyeshadow brush, we're going to dip it in the color of your choice. A warm color is generally nicer, but to be honest, you can use whatever color you want. So I'm going to put it on my eyelids and also just above that black eyeshadow that I just put on, and also above where my eyeliner is. Ideally, all of your color at this point is sort of going out in a diagonal line towards your temples. So everything's a little bit heavier on the outside, everything's sort of leading me in a diagonal line up towards my temple. It's time for some eyebrows. So you're going to take an eyebrow brush, which is the diagonally slanted brush, and also a color of eyeshadow that is slightly darker than your actual eyebrow color. So for me, that's dark brown. I'm going to use that on the insides of my eyebrows, and I'm going to take a pencil to do the outsides of my eyebrows. I like to do this because it gives me a nice dark color on the outside that won't disappear on stage. I'm also going to make sure that I put a lot of color on the tops of where the hair on my eyebrows is. That's going to lift up your brows and give you a little bit more glam look. Take the same brush and just add a little bit of black shadow to it, and we're going to follow along underneath our eye until we get to the corner, and then we're going to go straight out from the corner in a straight line going parallel to the first eyeliner that we did. This is a great time to add a little bit of mascara, top and bottom. Take the smallest brush you have and go back to the color that we used for our eyelids. I'm going to use that just to blend in the black liner that I did on the bottom. Soften it up. I'm also going to take a little bit more color on the top and between the two sets of eyeliner to blend it in and give you a little bit more of a smoky eye. Eyelashes! The bigger the eyelash, the better. I'm going to bend it into a U shape, so it's already sort of the shape of my eyelid. Then I'm going to use a little glue. Don't over glue, it's going to get messy really quickly. Then I'm going to blow on the glue so that it's nice and sticky because it's starting to dry. Next, I'm going to gently set the lash onto my lid. I'm going to have the inside of the lash touching my natural lashes, but the outside just a bit above them so that it goes nice and up. You want the actual hair part of the lashes to point up, but you also want the band, the part that all the little hairs are attached to go slightly up at the outside. The whole idea of this is to bring your eyes up and open them. Here's a showgirl secret. I'm using dark red lip liner here, but a lot of us on stage will use dark brown or even blue because underneath our lipstick, it's going to make the edges of our lips really, really defined. So you really can go darker than you think on your lip liner. It does not have to be the same color as your lipstick. I've got my bright red lipstick. Make sure that your lipstick has a blue base, not an orange base. When you're looking at lipsticks, you'll see some of them have a little bit of more of a blue tint and some of them are more bright orange, and you definitely want to go for the blue for stage. Next, I'm going to take a darker lipstick and do my top lip and the outsides of my bottom lip. Make sure to join up your lipstick from your top to your bottom lip because no one likes the weird holes with no color on the sides. I like to do blush at the end because then I can kind of judge how much I want to use based on how much makeup is on my face, which is generally a lot, so I use a lot of blush. I'm going to do my cheekbones and also my hairline because it's really going to blend in my whole makeup look into my hair and contour my face in a nice way and really warm it up. If you are like me and have a crazy widow's peak, you can use your dark brown shadow to fill it in just a little bit, kind of shape your face, and try to avoid the balding man look, which I sometimes get. My makeup is done, so I'm going to throw my hair up into a nice bun. I'm going to add my accessories. And I'm going to finish it off with my showgirl hat, which was casually lying around my apartment. And here's the finished look. I'm ready to go on stage and be fabulous.